now. And let's get started with today's activity. All right, so what we're going to do over here, guys, is we're going to begin with, you know what? I have to start with the presentation. I'm gonna start with the presentation. Today, guys, the presentation or the topic was like Moscow. I always thought that the architecture from Moscow in Russia in general, it's very interesting the way it looks. Pretty cool. All right, so today's the theme of the presentation is Moscow, but the topic we're going to work on today is something called adjectives. Some adjectives that finish in ed, some that finish in ing. They are very easily confused for people that are learning English. Of course, we're also going to work on speaking. We're also going to work on pronunciation and some other things as well. Let's get started. We're going to warm up a little bit. Hello to Annie and to Esmeralda as well, who said hello there. Let's start today with doing a little warm-up. Let's do a little warm-up activity. And for this warm-up activity, we are going to look at this game over here that is called random category. So what do we do here? I'm going to show you a category. In this case, adverbs, right? Or I can change it to emotions or anything. All right, I'm going to try with emotions, right? And with this, you have to think of words that are associated to this topic. So for example, I say, okay, your category are emotions. You have to say, okay, feelings, happiness, love, anxious, frustrated, angry. Those are different words. And the idea is that I give you some time to think of that. Okay. Very easy. Very easy. All you got to do is say the words that come to your mind. I am going to start. Let's see. I'm going to start with Annie. Annie, let's think of a new category for you. All right. Let's see how many words you can tell me in. Let's see how many words you can tell me in 30 seconds. All right. 30 seconds, Annie. I'm going to put here 30 seconds and I'm going to choose another category for you. And let's see how you do. All right. Here we go. So the new category is types of movies. Go. What kind of types of movie can you tell me about?
Fiction, science,
Very good.
drama, cartoon,
Very good.
thriller,
Very good.
romantic.
Wow. Very good. You have 6. That's fantastic. 4, 3.
I have more time.
Yeah, you had a few more seconds, but you know what? You came up with 6. That's really good, Annie. That's really good. All right, 6 points for Annie. Let's see how everybody else does. Isabel, I'm going to go with you, Isabel. 30 seconds, all right? Your category is personalities. Go ahead for 30 seconds.
Okay, happy, confident.
Very good. Very good.
Quiet.
Good.
Patient.
Yes.
Patient. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic.
Very good. Yes. Time. You came up with 5. You came up with 5, but
I think there's.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 5. All right, fantastic. I am gonna go with. Esmeralda. Are you ready, Esmeralda? 30 seconds. Your category, Esmeralda, is going to be things you can collect. Things you can collect. You have 30 seconds starting now.
Toys.
Yes.
Fruits. Books. Pencils.
Very good, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could collect almost anything, really, yeah.
And balls. Then Dos, más.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, you got 5. You got 5, which is pretty good. You know, like the famous ones, like people don't do this anymore, but you know, when I was younger, and people used to collect stamps. Many people now don't send physical mail, but I remember people used to collect stamps. Now it is very common for people to collect, as you mentioned, toys, you know, dolls. People collect cards, sports cards. Man, figurines. They collect, people can collect all kinds of things now. Oh, you know what people don't collect that much anymore? Records, like albums, the physical albums. You don't see too many people now with a physical album because everything is digital. So not many people have them. I remember I used to have many CDs and cassettes, hundreds, and I gave them away because now I don't, you know, now you want to listen to a song, you just go to YouTube or YouTube Music or Spotify, whatever, Deezer, and you look for the song, you listen to it. It's crazy. I think the one of the best things about technology is this, that, you know, you can find music so easily. And I have discovered so much new good music because of technology. So very happy to be alive at this moment in time. All right, Beatriz, how you doing, Beatriz? Welcome to class. I am going to give you 30 seconds, Beatriz, and you're going to tell me as many words as you can with the category, okay? Here comes your category. Your category is family. As many things that you can tell me of family. 30 seconds, Beatriz. Are you ready?
Hi, yes.
Hey, Beatriz.
already.
All right, let's do it.
The
Go ahead.
family? Okay.
Yeah.
Father, mother, brother, sister, grandfather, grandmother, grandson, grandsister, cousin, nephew,
Very good.
son, daughter,
That's pretty good. You got 12 already.
parents,
Parents. That's a good one.
grandparents.
All right, you came up with 14. That was a pretty easy one. You got very lucky.
Yes.
You got very lucky. Lady, how are you?
Hi, teacher. And you?
Everything is good, Lady. So you're in 2 classes. You're in this one and the other one? All right, Lady, you want one? 30 seconds. Are you ready? 30 seconds, Lady. You have to tell me as many words as you can related to this category. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Your category is things in the bathroom. Things in the bathroom. You have 30 seconds. Go. Anything. They could be anything at all. Anything at all.
No, es que se me fue el nombre de jabón líquido.
Okay. You could say hand soap or liquid soap or liquid
Sí.
gel. Yeah. Okay, that's one.
Okay.
What's that? Say that one again. Say the last one again. Which was the last one? Let's think of something you can see in the bathroom. So definitely in the bathroom. Most bathrooms, not all of them, they have mirrors. So you can see your face, you know, if you have to shave or if you have to put on makeup or something, you want to look at your face, you want to comb your hair, you have a mirror. You have normally a shower, maybe a tub, maybe you have toothpaste, a toothbrush, you have soap, you have shampoo, you have conditioner, you have a water, for sure, there's water in there, there's a toilet in there. So yeah, you know, sometimes when we have to think of the words under pressure, we get blocked, right? We get blocked. We don't remember what to say. That's okay. All right, so that was just the first activity there to break the ice a little bit. Let's go to today's topic, which is going to be a topic that is, it's a very easy topic, but when you're learning English, people get confused with this very much. And that is the topic of adjectives that finish in ed or ing, right? So let me explain what that means. I'm going to click over here. This lady scratching her head. She's confused. She doesn't know what to do. Which one do we use? You know, which one do we use? Let's take a look at the explanation for this. And you'll see it's really not that hard. It's actually pretty easy. Let's take a look at the adjectives that finish in ed or ing and what that means and how to use them. So they're really easy, guys. And in English, there are certain adjectives that they have like the same root, but they finish with ed or ing. Notice these sentences here. This man is terrified. The film is terrifying. So the difference between the adjectives that finish in ed and the ones that finish in ing, the ones that finish in eg describe an emotion or a state, while the adjectives that finish in ing describe a characteristic. So the man is annoyed. That is how he feels. That is his emotion. And he has a really annoying girl sitting behind him. Here, annoying is describing the characteristic of the girl. This girl is a bit confused. The girl, she feels confused. Finishes with ed. These instructions are confusing. So this confusing, this is what the instructions make us feel. So cuando terminan en E es como lo que uno siente, y los que terminan en ing son la emoción que causa una cosa. Una película puede causar confusión, right? Puede causar aburrimiento, etc. So let's take a look at the words that finish in ed. You look amazed, right? So this is what the person like feels, right? But if you say you look amazing, this is what you make other people feel. Amused, entretenido. My brother is amused. So this is what his brother feels, the emotion that the brother feels. But if we say this game is amusing, amusing is what the game makes us feel. El juego nos da esa emoción a nosotros. This one is very common. I am bored. This is what you feel. But if you say rainy days are usually boring, los días lluviosos son aburridos, es lo que nos hacen sentir, right? Esa es la característica de los días lluviosos. All right, so let's take a look at some more examples of this, and let's do it with like real examples. So like I said, the adjectives that finish in ed, those are the adjectives that cause the emotion. Eso es lo que causa la emoción, lo que nos hacen sentir cosas. For example, we have Anne was very frightened, right? So Anne, she's the one that she feels this thing. She's the person who has the feeling. But if we say we are all surprised by the news, all of the people feel surprised. This is what we feel. This is our emotion, surprised. Estamos sorprendidos. All right, let's take a look at some more examples. I wasn't nervous before the exam. I was relaxed. This is what I felt. This is what I felt. Let's take a look at another one here. Were you disappointed by the film? Did you feel disappointed? By the way, disappointed significa desilusionado, desilusionada. Another example, the students are bored during the lesson. This is what the students feel. Another example would be, I'm interested in your idea. I feel my emotion is interested. He was excited by the game ending. Here's another one. I was very tired at the end of the day. This is what I felt at the end of the journey. I'm sorry. I was very tired at the end of the journey. All right. So now the ones that finish with ing, they talk about a thing or a person that makes us have a feeling, que nos causan un sentimiento. The ghost was very frightening. So the ghost made me afraid. So the subject here of the sentence is the ghost. This is what causes the feeling. Let's take a look at some examples. The news is surprising. The journey was tiring. The end of the game was exciting. So notice here, the people weren't exciting. No, the game was exciting. Your idea is interesting. Notice that when it finishes with ing, you were usually talking about things, characteristics, not feelings. The lesson was boring. I went for a relaxing walk. So here we can compare. These are like the ones that finish in ed. This is what we feel, the emotions, and the ones with ing are the characteristics. All right. Okay, so let's try to do this together. Let's do some examples together. I am going to ask Isabel, can you help me with this one, please? Can you put the correct answers in the correct spaces, Isa?
My job is so amazing
Yeah, that's right.
that I never get frustrated.
Frustrated. Yes, frustrated. Good job, Isa. Just like that. So in the first one, Isa used ing here with amazing because it's talking about a characteristic of the job. And she never gets frustrated because she never feels this emotion. Very good, Isa. Thank you for your help. I am going to go with the second part here. And I'm going to ask Has Lady, can you help me with this one, please?
I was scared.
I was scared, yes.
Scared because it was frightening. ¿Cómo se dice?
Frightening.
Frightening.
Yeah, frightening. So frightening. Fright es miedo. Es algo parecido como la palabra scare. Son sinónimos. Y frightening es que no es, digamos que aterrador, we would say in Spanish, right? So I was scared, finishes with ed, this is what I felt, but the film was frightening. It makes a people feel frightened. Very good, thank you very much, Has Lady. Very good. Let's take a look at another example here. The news about the climate were so upsetting that I was shocked. So the news was upsetting because it's a characteristic and I felt shocked. All right, let's do this other one together here. This one is for Esmeralda. Which one is correct here with this picture, Esmeralda? Tell me the sentence.
They were boring.
They were boring or they were bored?
They were bored. They were bored.
They were bored.
Sí,
Is correct. Yes. This is what they felt. That was their emotion. Very good, Esmeralda. Thank you very much for your help. I'm going to ask Beatriz. Beatriz, what can you tell me about this boy here?
I was excited about the party.
Oh, so the first one, the young boy was excited about the party. Well, that is correct. Annie, you have a question. Thank you, Beatriz.
You're welcome.
My question is, always in an emotion is et, and in the
Characteristic is ing.
characteristic always is not an exception.
Yes, we can say that in this case, that is the rule most of the time. Now, I am
Okay.
going to show you with these adjectives, we can use a preposition. I'm going to show you in a second, but that is the rule. So very good, very good. You got it. If we're talking about emotions, ed. If we're talking about characteristics, ing, just like that.
It's
This was
for
for you.
For
That's
me
for-
or for any person, they feel is ed.
ed.
This is make something is
ing. ing, that's right. Normally going with your idea, Annie, normally the adjectives that finish with ed, normally we use them for people, maybe animals, and the adjectives with ing, we can use them for people, but we can also use them for objects. So for example, the movie is boring, right? I don't know, the talk is boring, the podcast is boring, the news is boring, but we can't use all of the ings for people most of the time. Sometimes. Just think of it that way. You got a characteristics ing and feelings ed. Help me with this one, Annie. What do you think the answer to this one is?
She thought that she book was bored. She thought that the book was boring. This is the book, not she.
Right, very good. Good job, Annie. You got it. Isa, help me with this one, please.
Okay. Andrew is tired.
Very good. Andrew is tired. And he's tired because Andrew works every day from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. He goes to work, he comes home, he eats dinner, and he goes to bed. His job takes all of his energy. Thank you very much, Isa, for your help. I'm going to ask Haslady now this one. If a person is boring, that means they make other people bored. What would you think would be the correct answer for this one, Haslady? The teacher always talks about the same things, or the teacher is really boring? What do you think?
The teacher is really boring.
Yeah, he's really boring. That's a characteristic of the teacher. Very good. Very good. So if we take a look at the sentence, this is a very good one to help you understand. If we say the teacher is really boring, es que el profe causa aburrimiento en los demás. But if we say the teacher is really bored, es que él siente aburrimiento. Esa es la diferencia entre las dos. All right, sorry about that. Thank you very much. Let's go now for Esmeralda. Esmeralda, help me with this one, please.
Andrew is disappointing with the test results.
ing or ed? Disappointing or disappointed?
And Andrew disappointed. It's disappointing.
All right, this one, the first one, is disappointed porque es lo que él siente. Él siente desilusión. And the exam result is disappointing because the exam caused this feeling. It's a characteristic of the exam. Thank you, Esmeralda, for your help. I'm going to go now to Beatriz. Beatriz, help me with this one, please.
Okay. The course is very interesting for John, and John is very interested in his studies.
Studies, very good. You got very good pronunciation with interested. Very good. And John is attending a course in computer engineering at university. He really enjoys it. Thank you very much, Beatriz. I'm going to go now with Annie. Annie, help me with this one, please. Gary watched a new movie. In his opinion, the last one that he will ever watch. What do you think goes here, Annie? With number 9 and number 10.
Okay. In his opinion, the Underhead was an shocking film. Gary was shocked by the violence in the movie.
Very good. He was shocked by the violence in the movie. That is correct. Good job, Annie. Good job. Thank you very much. I'm now going to ask Isabel. Isabel, help me with this one, please.
Okay. Julie is satisfied with her new position. The new job is satisfied for Julie.
All right, very close, Isa. Let's take a look at this. So number 11, we want to talk about what Julie feels, right? Julie feels satisfied. That is what she feels. And the new job is satisfying for Julie because that is the characteristic of the job. The job makes Julie feel satisfied. Thank you for your help there. Isa, I'm going to go with Haslady. Haslady, help me with this one. Olivia tried an unusual juice combination today. She will never drink it again. Haslady, what do you think we do here?
Olivia changed the virtue and celery juice is disgusting.
Disgusting. Very good. Disgusting.
Olivia was disgusted
Yeah.
by the taste of her drink.
Very good. Very good. Now, disgusted. We're going to do an activity later, and I'm going to use this word in that activity. We'll see how you do with that later. This one is for Esmeralda. Esmeralda, Ben watched Ice Age 2 today for the 5th time. He always laughs at it.
Animated movies are amusing to them.
Very good.
Ben is always amused by cartoon characters.
Very good. Ben is always amused by cartoon characters is correct. You guys are doing great. You're doing good. You got the hang of it now. This is for Beatriz. Beatriz, Ravi is working on a difficult problem. He can't find the solution.
Okay. Working on a difficult problem, can't find solution. You are ready. Okay, Ravi is totally confused and the problem is confusing to Ravi.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, this was a difficult one. Ravi is totally confused. This is what he feels. He's confused. And the problem is confusing to him. Very good.
Yeah.
Good job, Beatriz. All right. Let's go now to Annie. Annie, help me with this one. Leo never wants to go to sleep. His mother can't put him to bed until he is very tired.
Leo was exhausted and finally fell asleep.
Good job.
Life is exhausting for parents with young children.
Very good. Yes, and this is true. I have 2 children, but thank God they are teenagers now. They are older, and it's very difficult.
Very.
Yeah, I have headaches. I have headaches, but for different reasons now. They let me sleep, but they, you never stop being a parent. It's a full-time job. I love it. I think it's fantastic. All right, let's go with this one. I'm going to ask Isabel. Isabel, Jay is incredibly unhappy. He feels that his life is terrible, Lisa.
Okay. Jay is depressing and needs to talk to someone. Words and stress can be depressing to some people.
All right. Yeah. So Jay is depressed. This is what he feels. And work and stress can be depressing. This is a fantastic example. If in number 21, si decimos Jay is depressing and needs to talk to someone, es que él causa depresión en los demás con su actitud. But if we say he's depressed, es lo que él siente. Él está deprimido. So that's a good example. All right, thank you, Isa, for your help. I really appreciate it. This next one is for Has Lady. The puppies love to sleep. They sleep about 20 hours a day, Has Lady. What do we say about the puppies? What can we say here?
The puppy is tired.
Yes.
We take a nap.
A quick nap. Good.
Quick nap. It is trained to be a puppy, nothing to do but eat and sleep.
Very good. Good job, Has Lady. Good job. All right. Now, I am going to show you, there are some exceptions, right? You can always use adjectives with the verbs look, feel, smell, taste, and sound. Muchos de los que tienen que ver como con los 5 sentidos, podemos usar el ed, porque igual se utilizan con lo que uno siente. Usted le puede decir a alguien, you look exhausted. You look, pareces exhausto. It is his birthday, so he feels excited. He feels excited. Se siente emocionado. The cake tastes fantastic. It smells disgusting. I'm not eating that. Let's go to the concert. It sounds interesting. Also, we can use these, after the preposition by, we can use the ed adjectives. So she was embarrassed by her children. So she feels embarrassed. ¿Y quién le causó eso? Her children. I was disgusted. Why were you disgusted? By his lack of manners. But we can also use other propositions. They were excited about the party. Leo was interested in, pero no cambia para nada que los que terminan en ed son lo que uno siente, una emoción que uno siente. There you go. Here are some examples. John was disappointed with the results of his science exam. The exam was very disappointing for him. All right, let's do an activity that I prepared for you guys, and this is one of my favorite web pages. Wasn't working some days ago, but now it's working. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this web activity. This activity, I got it here. Let me share it here. Okay, so this is only going to work in it only works in Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome. Last time we were in class and we did a similar activity, I let you listen to the sentence. Les ayudaba un poco porque les da la pronunciación de la frase, pero ahora ustedes deben decir la frase así como ustedes creen que se debe pronunciar. Deben utilizar el adjetivo correcto. For example, number 1, I'm in learning another language. So you would say, I'm interested in learning another language. And when you finish all of them, you are going to click here on finish and then check my answers. Pero repito, solo funciona con Google Chrome. Me dice cómo les fue. I am going to share this activity right now via WhatsApp group, and I'm also going to share it via the Zoom conversation, the Zoom chat. Let me know when you finish. Just raise your hand so we can continue, and good luck to everybody. All right, ladies and ladies. Let's take a look at that activity. I saw some people were having a difficult time with it. So let's take a look at it together, see how we do. Let me share my screen here. Full screen, and I'm going to share the sound. I think maybe what was difficult in this is that some of the pronunciation of the words was difficult, but let's see. In the first one, the answer is I'm interested in learning another language. Let me try again. I'm interested in learning another language. There we go. Number two, I don't understand this, so this is what the person feels, right? Okay, give me a second while Lady comes back in here. She's about to join here, guys. All right, so this next one here, it says, I don't understand this. I'm so confused. And here, this is the ED because this is what the person feels. This is what the person feels. So this is with the ED. The next one is my father-in-law talks for hours about the economy. He's so boring. My father-in-law talks for hours about the economy. He's so boring. Let's take a look at the next one. My internet keeps stopping and starting. It's so frustrating. So here we're going to use ing because we're talking about the internet, the characteristic of the internet. Notice that in this section, it doesn't say I am so frustrated. No, it says it's the internet is so frustrating. The next one is I like my job, but sometimes it is really tiring. Number 6 says, have you seen her new painting? It's amazing. So this one, it's amazing because it's the characteristic of the new painting. Number 7 says, I was so surprised when my father arrived. Here, we're going to use the ED because this is what I felt. This was my emotion, my feeling. Number 8, my boss is really excited about the new deal. So here we're going to use ED because this is a feeling, an emotion of the boss. He's very excited about, a new deal. Something is happening in the company, I guess. Let's take a look at number 9. Number 9 says, this old book looks fascinating. This old book looks fascinating. And we use the ing here because we're talking about a characteristic of the old book. Number 10, all the runners are exhausted at the end of the marathon. So here we use the ED because we're talking about how the runners feel. How the runners feel. They feel super tired. Number 11 says, personally, I think fast food is disgusting. So here we use ing because this is a characteristic of the fast food. Right? It's not my feeling. It's what the fast food is. It's a characteristic of the fast food. And finally, number 12, it says, I forgot her name 3 times. It was so embarrassing. Let me try again. I think I clicked on it 2 times. I forgot her name 3 times. It was so embarrassing. There it is. Those were the answers to that one. Sometime maybe you had the correct answer, but for example, some of these sentences, like number 6, it has a question, and then it's another sentence. So, I just wrote it this way, and it maybe if there's a punctuation mark somewhere, maybe it says you're wrong. But if you have this sentence, it's fine. It's fine. That's why I wanted to show you the answers. And like I said, maybe some words here in these sentences are new for you. At least the pronunciation, like disgusting, is new. Maybe embarrassed is new, right? Exhausted can be a difficult one to pronounce. Fascinating. What's another maybe difficult one? I think that's maybe frustrating. Can be a little difficult. Frustrating. And I think that's about it. All right, let's look at something else, guys. Let's go to something else here. And I think it's time. I think it's time for you to talk with a partner. And I don't know how many questions I have for you guys to practice your speaking today. Let me see, 48, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 questions. I think what I can do is I'm going to have you work with somebody for 15 minutes, and then I will switch up the groups so you don't stay with the same person. So 15 minutes with some people. After 15 minutes, guys, I'm going to rotate the students so you talk with different people. Today, you talk with all of your classmates, all right? I'm going to share the conversation questions we are going to use right now. I'm going to share them in the WhatsApp group. Boom, boom, boom. There they are. And I'm also going to share them in the Zoom chat. Let's see. I'll share the first 10. And now I'm going to share the rest of them. And like I said, I will rotate you in about 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, you're going to notice I'm going to move you to another room. All right, let me make the breakout rooms here. We have 5 people. I'm going to make 2 breakout rooms. All right, whenever you are ready, you may now click the join button to go to your breakout room with your partners. Have fun today with your questions. I try to also think of some interesting questions today. Hope you enjoy them and have fun. That's what it's all about. Have fun, guys. Practice your speaking. All right, Haslady, please press on the button to join the breakout room. All right, welcome back, ladies. How did it go? Isa, how did it go with that conversation session?
Really good.
Pretty good.
I like.
Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that, Isa. All right, Haslady, how did it go with the conversation section? Tell me.
So.
So tell me why so. Tell me why. What happened? Why so? What happened? Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm just going to go around and I'm going to start with you, Annie. Annie, when was the last time you were terrified? Annie, do you remember the last time you were terrified?
Maybe in the earthquake.
In the earthquake? Which earthquake?
In the 2017.
2017, really? Where were you?
In Mexico.
Oh boy.
And my house broke and fell down.
Your house was it completely destroyed, or what happened?
They was completely destroyed, but
oh no,
they fall down a few days before.
A few days after. Oh boy. Oh well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Annie. The most important thing is that you were not injured, right? You are here, you are alive. And
everybody was died. And
died. Oh.
nobody in nobody. Nobody and all the building. But this is an excellent thing, and we have insurance.
Oh, great! You have insurance. Super important.
And live Monterrey with my daughter.
Oh boy! Well, it was a very bad situation, but good
things before.
It could have been much worse.
Yes.
It could have been much worse. I think you were very lucky. You're very lucky. So
yes.
Oh wow! I think many people
terrified.
Yeah, of course you were terrified. Of course, so scary. That has to be probably one of the scariest and most terrifying, events in your life.
Yes.
For sure. Well, thank you very much, Annie, for sharing that information. And I'm very glad that you're okay. That's the most important thing. For sure, for sure. I'm going to go now with Beatriz. And Beatriz, I'm going to ask you, what is the most thrilling thing you have ever done? What is the most thrilling thing you have ever done? So thrilling is very similar, is a synonym for exciting, algo que es muy emocionante. What is the most thrilling thing you have ever done in your life, Beatriz?
My life. When was my son?
Yeah.
Yes.
When your son was born.
Yes.
How many children do you have, Beatriz?
20 years.
Oh, no. Oh, your son is 20 years old. Do you only
Yes.
have one child? Only one?
One child, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's very thrilling.
Yes.
And
But the
you have-
other moments are maybe when I arrive in this country,
when you arrived in the US?
arrive in United States.
Yeah, that has to be
5 years, 40.
5 years ago. 5 years
Sí,
ago.
sí, yes, 5 years ago, we went to saw my husband.
So 5 years ago, did you and your husband go together to the United States, or you first and then?
My husband first.
Okay.
And
Nice. So how much time were you separated from your husband while this
6 months.
6 months, that's a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's short, but for me, it's for long.
Of course. Well, I'm very happy that those experiences were good experiences. Good for you,
Yes.
Beatriz. I'm very happy for you. Thank you very much for participating there in my questions. My next one is going to be for Esmeralda. Esmeralda, for you, what school subject is interesting?
The subject for me is
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry and philosophy.
Philosophy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Those are difficult subjects, Esmeralda. But those were interesting for you. Do you still like chemistry now? Do you still like philosophy? Do you read anything about philosophy, or maybe watch any programs about philosophy?
No te entendí, perdón.
Do you watch any programs about philosophy? Maybe any series, or do you read any books about philosophy?
Books. Yeah.
I am well, he's not a philosopher, but there is a person that I started to read, and I recommend his book. His name is Jordan Peterson. He is a clinical psychologist, and he has a book called 12 Rules for Life, but the book is very philosophical. It's a little bit psychology, a little bit philosophy, and it's very interesting. I recommend it very much. Thank you very much, Esmeralda, for sharing. I'm going to go now to Haslady. Haslady, can you tell me, what is one of the most exciting jobs you can think of? What do you think would be the most exciting job? If you could choose any job in the world, Haslady, which one do you think would be the most exciting job, the most, the most fun and job that you can think of? What do you think?
When working in a company in construction.
Construction, you think that's exciting? Do you like to build? Do you like engineering? Do you like architecture?
Más necessary.
That's your study. What are you studying?
Account public. Soy contadora.
Oh, you're an accountant.
Yes.
Okay, you're an accountant. Interesting. All right, Haslady, what about one of the most boring jobs? What, in your opinion, what do you think would be one of the most boring jobs in the market?
Mm, when I was a saleswoman,
Okay. You're a saleswoman for, what did you do for what company? What did you have to sell? Like, what products did you sell?
yep, shoes.
Shoes. Oh, yeah. You know, some people are very, me too. I'm a very bad salesman, because when you're a salesman, you have to be very good with, like manipulating people. I don't like to manipulate people and to force people to do something. I don't like it. But interesting. I think, in my opinion, one of the most boring jobs you can have in the world is like working in a factory. You know, those people that work in a factory and have to do the same repetitive thing
Yes,
again
teacher.
and again. I think that would be
I agree.
probably
Yes.
one of the most boring things, for sure, for sure.
Yes.
Annie, can you tell me what is something relaxing you do when you are stressed? Something relaxing that you do when you are stressed, Annie. Can you think of anything?
I meditate.
Oh, that's great.
Meditate. Take a bath in a tub.
Oh, you have a very good process to relax.
And go to the movie.
Go to the movies, yeah.
Take on and buy ice cream, nice cream. And,
I'm loving your options. I'm loving your options, Annie.
I have a lot of things.
I think that's great. They're all great.
Maybe when are you stressed, you don't have money.
Right,
and you
right.
don't have time, or you don't have time for do that things, and you think the same thing. You think about this a lot of many times.
Right, right.
If you change your mind, maybe you change your intern.
Oh, for sure. You know, as you get older, as I get older, like I like to read very much. And when I was younger, I like to read, detective mysteries. I love Sherlock Holmes and
Yes.
sci-fi and fiction. But as I get older, I like to read more things that talk about internal processes of humans, because I think what I have learned is that all of humans, we have times that are very happy, we have times that are very sad, but we have to take care of ourselves. And the most difficult thing, or the most difficult love in the world, it's very easy to love your dog or your cat or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your children, but it's very hard to love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, you cannot love another person 100%. And so I think you're right. I think many people, they get stressed, they can't relax. Maybe they don't have any money, they don't have any time, and it's very hard. But I think you have to love yourself and take care of yourself. You have to make the time to do something for yourself. Just like you take time to do something for your spouse or your partner or your pets or your parents, you have to take time, you have to do something for you. Meditating is a fantastic idea, Annie. And words are very powerful. The more you say negative things about yourself, the more you believe it. So then you keep saying more negative things. And the more positive things you say about yourself, the more you believe the positive. Words are very, very powerful. They really are. I'll give you a very easy example. If you take a child that is 2 years old, a baby, and you tell the baby for many years that he's a stupid, ugly baby, you keep telling that baby that for many years, he's going to grow up to think he is a stupid, ugly baby just because you said the words. And the same thing happens when you say positive words. If you say to yourself that you're a good person and you're a positive person and you can do things and you motivate yourself, that also works. Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, Annie, for sharing. I'm going to go now to Isa. Isa, in your opinion, what is the most, or who is the most inspiring person alive today? I know it's a very difficult question, Isa, but I want to know your opinion. What do you think?
I think the God.
God.
eh,
Ooh, I
Yes.
like that, Isa. I like that. I like that answer. I like that
Yes.
answer. And that's deep. That's a deep answer, because I know many people maybe don't believe in God. Some people believe in the universe and in good energy. But I have always thought, even if you are a Buddhist, or you believe in the Quran because you're Jewish, or maybe you are a Mormon, or you're a Christian, whatever your religion is, 90% of the religions, they have the same mentality, which is be good to other people, be good to yourself, and don't lie. Do the best you can and don't lie, because lies cause pain. And so it doesn't matter what religion you are. I think my God is the same as the God from the Quran, and same as the God for those people that are Buddhists. It's the same principle. All of the gods love you, supposedly, right? So that's a fantastic question, Isa. I'm very happy that you have your spiritual side is a part of you, because many young people today, Isa, I think spirituality is lost in today's society, much more than 30 years ago. Spirituality is not important for people now, and they focus on other things that they think are spiritual, but they're really not. They're really not. The most important things in life are things that you cannot touch. Las cosas intangibles, right? Like love and respect and hope, esperanza. All these things, they're you can't touch them, but they're the most important things in life. All right, too much philosophy. Let's do a game. Let's do something different, because you deserve it. All right, ladies, we're going to do an activity now, and we're going to practice a little bit more of this ed or ing. Let's see how you do. I am going to share this link in the WhatsApp group, and I'm also going to share the link in the chat of of Zoom. I always forget the name. In the chat of Zoom, I'm going to share it right now. There you go. Please click on that link so we can do this game, guys. Isabel and Beatriz, and they are ready. They are ready. Esmeralda, yes. I think that's it. I don't think anybody else is going to join. I think it's going to be you ladies. I think so. Isabel, there it is. Oh, there's Annie. There it is. So let's get started. Okay, everybody's here. Fantastic. Good luck to everybody. right, congratulations to Esmeralda. Esmeralda killing it. Good job. First place, Esmeralda. Second place, Isa. And third place has Lady. Yes, good job. Well, all of you did well. I think we have time for another one. I think we have some pretty good scores here. Ooh, 100, 180. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. And it's the same topic. And let's see how you do with this one. Let's see if we can take Esmeralda and Isa and have Lady out of the first, second, and third place. I'm going to now share this link in the WhatsApp group. Try and click on that one, please, so we can do this game. And you know, you guys have inspired me to show you something before we finish today. I'm going to show you a cool video. All right. Even Isabel here. Okay, okay. Everybody's here. Today is the 9th. All right, all right. Okay, I think we're missing has Lady. Where can you be now? She's ready. Let's do it. We're gonna start in 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good luck to everybody. was first place. Beatriz was second. Has Lady always in the top 3. Good for you. Good for you. You girls did fantastic. Yes, you did very well. Guys, I wanted to do some other things. We're not going to have time, but I wanted to show you that in the presentation, I'll show you the things that we didn't do. So I'm going to share the presentation with you, of course, like I always do. And we were doing the speaking section. We did that. What we have not done is in the slide number 45. We didn't do this pronunciation exercise and this dictation exercise, but it is there. So you can do that, for next week. Next week is not a holiday. So we will have class on Monday. I will see you on Monday. And what else can I tell you? I hope that everybody is watching maybe a series in English with subtitles in English, or you choose a movie and you see it in English with subtitles in English. It's a very good exercise. And believe it or not, when you do that, you are practicing vocabulary, you're improving your listening, you're improving your reading, and it helps you with your overall English. So, try to do that. I suggest more series than movies because it's shorter, because you get accustomed to the pronunciation and the intonation and the rhythm of the characters, since most of the time is the same characters in all of the shows. So that's why I recommend a little bit more of series. It was my pleasure to be here. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you guys a fantastic night, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you so much, guys, and have a fantastic night. Goodbye to Annie, Beatriz, Esmeralda, Haslady, and Isabel.
Thank you, teacher. Have a
It was
good
my
night.